Sheet pan recipes are perfect for when you're wanting something quick, easy, and very minimal cleanup. So today I'm sharing with you 2 recipes. One is perfect for dinner and one is a dessert. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the farmhouse. This first recipe I actually got from the Pioneer Woman, so we know it's gonna be good. It is called sausage, peppers, and gnocchi. It is pretty much a dump and go. We don't have to pre-cook anything. Now I am gonna add shrimp to mine. Her recipe didn't call for shrimp, but when I told Tyler about this recipe, he was like, ooh, shrimp would be good, and so I agreed. But we do have some prep work we need to do. We need to cut up the sausage, the peppers, and the onions, so let's go. The Pioneer Woman's original recipe did call for this Italian sausage, but she used the hot sausage. My husband and I opted for the sweet this time. Of course, that's just going to depend on your spice level preference, but we are going to go ahead and cut these up just into smaller bite-sized pieces. Now y'all, this is just personal preference, but I prefer to mix all my stuff up in a big mixing bowl. If you don't want to dirty up another dish, you can just put it on your sheet pan and mix it that way. But I'm adding in a little bit of olive oil, just so our seasonings and everything will kind of stick to our peppers, onions, and all the good stuff. For seasonings, I'm going pretty simple. I'm doing some salt and pepper. A little bit of oregano, and some crushed red pepper flakes. I went ahead and greased my sheet pan. Now I know I told y'all I was adding shrimp to this recipe, and I am, but the shrimp I have is already cooked. And so I don't want to put that in right now because it would overcook. So within like the last 5 minutes before this is done, we'll add that on the sheet pan. But I'm just adding this on here. I'm going to try and get it as thin as we can, about a thin layer. Let's add this to a 450-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. While we wait for that to cook, I wanted to let y'all know that this video is a part of a big group collaboration that is hosted by my sweet friend Sammi over at Managing the Maze. I will make sure to have her channel linked down in my description box below. Y'all will absolutely love her. She shares tons of yummy recipes and grocery hauls over on her channel. And since this is a collab, I am going to have a playlist down in my description box of everyone else's super yummy sheet pan recipes, so make sure you go check it out. Y'all, this recipe is really good. Tyler gave it a big thumbs up, so you know if it is husband approved, it's good. I want to take a moment to thank Tivisiy for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Tivisiy is a one-stop destination for creative artwork, home decor, gifts, and more. In 2021, Tivisiy started with a good selection of jewelry, including turquoise and sterling silver, rings, earrings, and necklaces. To bring their customers more interesting and meaningful products, they launched their Nightlight collection, Crystal collection, and upgraded their jewelry collection. They aim to bring more joy to your life, to make Tivisiy a lifelong friend, and give back to a better world. I was really excited when Tivisiy reached out to work with me. I was looking at their website and they really have a little bit of everything for everyone, no matter what your style. I was able to order 5 items from their website and I'm so excited to show you what I got. First off, I ordered 3 new pair of earrings. This first pair is a pair of cow earrings. I don't have a cow here at the farm yet, but hopefully one day. All of these earrings are made out of wood, so they are super light and super comfortable for all-day wear. Here is a pair of sunflower earrings with a turquoise bead at the top. Sunflowers are definitely my favorite flower. I know I'm going to have them in the garden this year, and they were also a part of my wedding flowers. This last pair of earrings is a pair of cross earrings with a sweet little turquoise flower at the top. I was needing a pair of earrings to go with my Easter outfit this year, and so those are going to be perfect. If you have been around here for a while, you know that here at the farm, my husband and I, one day we want to get sheep. That is like our big goal right now, is to get sheep on the farm. So when I saw this wooden sheep art, I knew I had to have it. When it came in the mail, I showed Tyler and he was really impressed with the intricate artwork of this decor. Now they have a lot of different animal designs like this. They had a moose, they had a bear, they had the sheep. I believe they even had dogs, and so no matter what kind of animal you're into, I know that you can find one that will suit your home. We are getting ready for the 2023 garden season. I am starting out with planning out my garden and figuring out what seeds we're going to have. And I also knew that I wanted some artwork or decor type pieces to go in my garden. And so when I saw this sunflower spinner metal windmill, I knew that it was going to be the perfect addition to represent me and my style. Tivisiy was kind enough to give my viewers a 15% off discount code, so just make sure you use code Kirsti15, that is KIRSTI 15 at checkout. I think pumpkin is like in our windmill. What do y'all think? Thank you again to Tivisiy for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Y'all, this recipe I am really excited for. So for like the last couple months, Tyler has been telling me that he would love it if I could make a really good homemade cinnamon roll. I've never attempted to make homemade cinnamon rolls before, so tonight we're gonna compromise a little bit and I'm going to try and make a Cinnabon cinnamon roll sheet pan cake. It's a mouthful, but I think it's gonna be delicious, so let's go. To start out this recipe, in our large mixer, I'm adding in 1 cup of softened butter. And a little trick I learned is that if you don't have already like room temperature butter, you can add your butter sticks into the microwave on defrost and it will soften them. So we have a total of 2 sticks, which is 1 cup. And then for our sugar, we're adding in 1.5 cups of sugar. I know it's a lot, but I think it's gonna be a pretty big cake and we'll share it with people, so don't think I'm eating that much sugar. All right, but we'll put this down, lock our lid, and we're gonna mix this until it's light and fluffy. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Just gonna poke this, oh! I'm just gonna kind of poke some of this out. It might not be necessary, but that's what I feel like doing today. All right, now we'll add in 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon of sour cream. And the recipe did tell me that we needed to carefully add in these ingredients just like they said or it won't turn out right. So I am reading the directions very carefully. Next, add in 3/4 cup of milk. And y'all, how cute is this little measuring thing? On the other side it says measure and has the ounces inside. How cute is this? I got it at Dollar General if you want one for yourself. Add in 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And next we'll add in 3 eggs. Okay, now that we have those mixed together, I'm just moving that out of the way, bringing over here another mixing bowl. To the mixing bowl, we need to add in our dry ingredients. So we have 3 cups of flour. This is just all-purpose flour. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And some salt. Just maybe a couple pinches or so. Once you have that well mixed together, we'll move this back out of the way, pull over our mixer, go ahead and lift that up, and I'm gonna slowly pour in our dry ingredients. Well, okay, let's go ahead and put that back down. Lock the lid, I'm gonna turn it on low and slowly add in these dry ingredients. Let's get our cake mixture poured out onto our sheet pan. I do have a pretty large sheet pan, so if you make this recipe, I do recommend having a pretty large one, just because I was kind of nervous at first that this batter would be too much for my sheet pan. I was talking to my husband earlier and I just told him, I was like, I hope that the sides on my sheet pan right here are high enough that it doesn't overflow. But I think we're going to be just fine. I did grease my sheet pan just with some butter. You could just use some non-stick cooking spray. I would have done that, but the nozzle on my cooking spray broke or something. It will not spray anymore. So I'm having to try and figure out how to fix that so I don't waste any money, because those things are not cheap. Okay, I'm just trying to spread this out into an even layer. And once I get this evened out, we're gonna make the filling for the cinnamon rolls to go on top. For the cinnamon roll filling, we need 6 to 7 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 1.5 cups of loosely packed brown sugar. we want to mix this together before we add in our butter. That way the cinnamon and the brown sugar get well incorporated. Add in our melted butter. And then we'll mix that well together too. Now back to our cake mixture over here. We'll just take our filling and we're just going to drizzle it all over the top. It said it should pretty much cover the entire cake, which it kind of looks like it's going to. Okay. Recipe said to take a toothpick and swirl it throughout the cake. And it also said that you may not necessarily see the swirls swirling in the cake, except for maybe necessarily over here. So I'm just going to keep swirling through the whole cake. Okay y'all, so let's put this in a 350-degree oven for about 22 to 24 minutes. Y'all, all I can say for this is wow. I mean, my house smells amazing, and this right here is so good. If you make this, I promise you will not be disappointed. I took a piece to Tyler and I asked him, I was like, okay, so tell me your honest opinion. Do you like it? He loved it. Now, of course, he said it's not like really making a homemade cinnamon roll, but he said it did curb his craving just a little bit. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen this week. I had a lot of fun making these sheet pan recipes. Y'all leave me a comment down below if you try one of these and let me know how you like it. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Y'all, don't forget to go check out that playlist down in my description box. I promise you're gonna get tons more sheet pan recipe ideas. And make sure to check out my discount code from Tivisiy, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!